Yo, yo, yo. Should be live. 1 second. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. How you doing, Bence, man? How you doing? Hope you're well, hope you're well. Hope you're doing good, man. Right, I'll switch it to the charts in a second. Nice, bro. Glad you're good. Glad you're good. Friday, so see where price wants to close for the week. A little bit choppy since the New York Open. But I'll put on the charts now. Is the audio all good, yeah? Audio should be all good. Let me transition. Should be able to see the screen now. Let me just make sure. I took a short yesterday on my account, but not the Silver Bullet funded account, the challenge. We just missed it. I mean, we could have re-entered, but I did like the top entry. But I was just a bit too late starting the stream and stuff like that, and it happened pretty fast. Did you take anything yesterday, bro? Dollar's just trading at the weekly opening gap here. The only thing I don't like about dollar is it's still left this low here, down here. News didn't run and pull it down lower, so. I know it is, bro. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good if you only trade London. It's good to have the discipline to only trade one session. Yeah, definitely. It's been choppy for the whole month of January, to be honest. So if you made any profit, I would say just sit back for a week or so until price figures out what it wants to do. But it has been very, very sideways. It's been really choppy. So it's been hard. With Euro, I'll go through the a nice trade yesterday. I'll go through a nice setup that I saw. So with euro, on the higher time frame anyway, I'm bearish on euro, bullish on dollar. We have a look here. So this is the reasons why I was looking for shorts on dollar, on euro dollar, sorry. Yes, 2 days ago, or Tuesday, this inversion fair value gap here, we saw price close above that here. So once I saw price close above that there, I thought price maybe you want to start running for this buy side here. It's still bouncing off this consequent encouragement, so it's still respecting it. It hasn't closed below that. I'd say if it does end up closing below that, we could be heading for sell side and to fill this imbalance here. So if we're looking for shorts on euro, long on dollar, on the 15-minute time frame, on Wednesday, it made a high, a low, a higher high. So it took out this high, took out that high. This is equal highs here. And then it ran lower. So it made a lower low. So these 3 candles here is a bearish breaker. We draw that across. As soon as price from that low gets taken, then these 3 candles become a bearish breaker. Draw that across. We had news yesterday at 8:30, 8:15 and 8:30. We had liquidity up here already, so people were trying to short it, going lower. So they had their stops above here, which was liquidity. News ran, took out the buy side here. Also tapped in to this little bit of an inefficiency here. So we draw that across. Filled this imbalance. And then it ran lower, Gone the 1 minute. Where has it gone? To get a refined entry. This here. So once it breaks below the bearish breaker on the 5 minute, there's a SIBI here. And what time is that? It's 8:50. So 10 minutes to the hour and 10 minutes past the hour is a macro. So it runs on liquidity. So it's a time where it's time based where it runs for liquidity. So at 8:50, fair value gets made. And look at the bodies respecting this breaker as well. So this would have been a really nice entry. So entry there, stops. You could either be stops just above this consequent encouragement here, or stops above the high. It depends on what sort of person you are. If you're like aggressive, or if you like to just have a little bit more of a stop. Where would you target? So target definitely this low here, because news ran out low, and then people bought this up, thinking they've got the bottom here. So their stops will be below there. Runs up higher and immediately drops lower, takes them out. Gone the 15 minutes. So people have been buying this up from here, from Tuesday. And where would they put their stops? So they'd put their stops here. They'd put their stops here. They'd move their stops there and there. So you get the point there. So wherever you're buying this, where would you put the stops? And that's where the target's gonna. That's where the market is going to target. So that was a nice price action yesterday. So yeah, that's what I like. I like using the news to see the manipulation, and then use that liquidity from the news to run and to take out people who are on the other side of the market. Yeah, defo check news. I'll 100% check news. It's like first thing you do when you look on the market, just check what news is like on for the day. I would 100% do that, because definitely before, when I didn't check the news as well, or if I forgot, then you can just definitely get cooked. Uh, 240 today, 1 minute time frame. Was you long or short? 240. Was you short here or long? Was you long or short? For the for euro? Because the only thing I'd say if you was short is if you look on the daily, you already ran that sell side here, that low, so you're definitely in a deep discount. You was long, so I'll see this here. So 248, it runs lower, takes out a low, makes a high. So this is a breaker. Just unfortunately, just doesn't even come back to the breaker. Just taps into this order block here. Where's your entry? I'll say again the macro. So 10 minutes to every hour. So that's a macro here. Fair value gap. Entry here. Stops. You can either make this act as breakaway gaps, or you can put your stops under here. Yeah, nice inversion feather gap there. That would have been nice. 236 fair value gap here. So yeah, just take stops there. It's just unfortunate. That's just unfortunate, bro. So take stops there, and then just one more time take stops. So that's just unfortunate. And then it runs. So that's just sometimes that happens. The market just takes it again. You can you can say as well, one drive to the low, two drives to the low, three drives to the low. So 3 drive reversal. So 1, 2, 3 drives and then reversal as well. Yeah, that would have been nice here. I guess the only thing I'd say is look how many bullish candles there are here. So I like it when there's like a couple bearish candles and then like 2 or 3 bullish candles for a bullish breaker. But all of them are bullish candles. So I guess that's maybe why I don't come up, or just because it's so bullish anyway. It didn't even come up to that. Came up to this bearish order block, bullish order block, and then breakaway gap here. So an indication that it's just going to run even further than you think, and then runs these equal highs here. Redraw that across. Equal highs here. Smooth edges are meant to make jagged. As soon as it takes that, pulls lower, and then just keeps going higher. So yeah, that's what I'd say for that trade. It's just unfortunate there. Guess yeah, that's just more of a bigger break, I'd say, than that little wick. That's more of a bigger break, and then it runs. That's what I would only say. But that's just unfortunate. Price has been very choppy here for now, unfortunately. We've ran into this sibby here. But if we look on the dollar, I wanted news to run and take this low out. This low is just a little bit off-putting for me. So people potentially think this is support, and they're going to buy this, and potentially wants to go short, which again, on the higher time frames, I'm looking for dollar to go long. So I wouldn't want to personally short this down, but I still think that dollar may want to run this low down here, which is just annoying because it just goes against the rule. But yeah, it's definitely been very choppy. News here. So we had buy side liquidity here, runs lower, and now there's stops above here. People who've got short. So people who've gone short got the stops above there, which if we're looking for dollar short to take out that sell side, potentially dollar wants to run, or euro wants to run and take out that buy side. That's the only thing that I see at the minute. But it could just be chopping around, which is a shame. We do look on the higher time frame for euro. The only thing I'd say is nice is we just saw a closure below this inversion fair value gap, potentially an inversion fair value gap. So we saw it close below the consequent encouragement. Does it want to keep going lower? But we did see it take out that sell side here. The next draw could potentially be this order block here, and then sell side as well. So challenge, it's going pretty slow at the minute. Definitely because I don't want to force any trades. And if you actually just look at price, since we started the challenge, we've just had one nice down close candle, and the rest have just been going sideways. So it's definitely been a challenge so far. But yeah, see what happens. But yeah, it's very, very sloppy. How your guys' week been? Been okay? Definitely say if you know price is going choppy, either just half the risk or just try not. The worst thing is just to force the trades. So. Yeah, I watch his lives. Yeah, I watch his lives. The two live. Has he done? He's done two lives, hasn't he? I've watched both of them. Nice, bro. Nice. Yeah, forward testing is the way. Let's see if price wants to run this higher. People who just sold this from the news, maybe feeling uncomfortable here. Is he beating the allegations? Yeah, no, I mean, he's put so much content out that of live trading anyway, without the audience of going live, that 100% he's legit anyway. He's just saying that, say there's like 15,000 people watching, say half, I'd say 20% of them maybe have copied his trades, so that's liquidity in the market anyway, and then that's what price is targeting, the liquidity. So he's saying that where his stops were, that's where people's other stops were. That's where the market gets drawn to. And also he said something on Twitter. Is like he was doing that to hook the Patrick Wheeland to doing the Robbins Cup or something like that. But I don't know. Dollars bouncing in the weekly opening gap here. I just don't like the fact that that low still hasn't been taken yet. That's the only thing. But I'll still like for shorts to come down. Defo choppy though, ranging at the moment. It's literally ranging in between this high and that low. Just trading inwards for this. Just keeps returning back to the midpoint of that range. Yeah, potentially. I mean, he did say he's like, he said his thing worked, like trick worked or something like that. Let me just see what he said. He said live stream bait worked like a charm, so I don't know whether that means he meant to lose those trades. I'm not sure. But yeah, look here, high, low. So low, high, lower, low, breaker, fair value gap. Stops, put your stops over there. Or if you're aggressive, you can make that act as a breakaway gap. Stops there. First target down here. Second target there. Potentially, something like that. But again, let's have a look at dollar. The only thing that is just annoying or just in my mind is just this low here. But yeah, I'd love that for that to get taken, and then I'll easily be happy to go short on that euro. But let's see. We might just get in anyway. Yeah, you can use the all the down close candles, but it's also good to just narrow it down to one. But yeah, you can use like 2 or 3 downward candles. This is still a mess anyway. So just be a little bit lower probability if you want to get in short there. But yeah, again, this is definitely not financial advice. So yeah, guys, just watch the price with me instead of trading. Let me take the L's on the funded challenge instead of you guys. See dollar. This is a previous daily opening gap here. I've drawn this across because it does respect it a few times here. There. So this one here is sort of like a key daily opening gap. That's why I've kept it. Sell side down here. There's also buy side up here, so 50-50 at the end of the day. I lean more towards the sell side, but if it is 50-50, then you're just basically gambling, trying to go for one or the other. So best thing to just sit on your hands until the market moves one-sided and shows its cards. Let's see if it wants to run for this low here. Dollar's back into the daily opening gap. Has left this high though. I'll be more confident if this daily opening gap, if it breaks above, acts as support. Then potentially go to this daily opening gap here, that buy side and that buy side. Just name this. That's right, bro. Cheers for tuning in. Again, like I said, just don't, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't copy the trades that I'm saying. I'm just showing you my view of it. No, unicorn. What's a unicorn? Unicorn's the second stage of distribution or reaccumulation. It's like the biggest move in the leg, price leg. So I wouldn't say that's a unicorn in my opinion. If we look on the 5, we had equal highs here. Okay, so people sold this, thinking they're like right, they're making money. News comes out, takes them out. So they don't want to go short again. They don't want to lose again. Takes them out, drops lower. People bought this, they're buying it up. See this wick here? Get the midpoint. Where does price close? It closes below the midpoint of this wick. So that's just like a signature there. That price potentially wants to just take out these shorts there. Low, high, low, low, or low, high, lower, low. Bring that across. These two candles here. Breaker, or you can have these 3 candles. Fair value gap. But the only thing I'd say, when price goes lower, what makes this turn around here and run higher? This bullish order block here. Taps into the bullish order block. So if it does run to this bullish order block here, I don't want to see this get respected. If it runs here, I don't want to see it start bouncing. I want to see it run lower. I want to see it run through it. So I'm going to keep this on. Yeah, I don't want to see this get respected here. No, unicorn isn't. Unicorn is the second stage of redistribution or accumulation. It's the really quick price leg. So it's the second like push to liquidity, and it's like the biggest push and the quickest push. So that's what the unicorn is. So ICT he says that the best like trades is the unicorn. You want to get inside into the unicorn because it's the quickest results. It runs the furthest without retracing. Take a look at dollar. Dollar's still just reacting around this daily opening gap. If it breaks above, starts acting support, I'd be more confident for it to trade higher. Again, I want to see a close. Get the beam threshold. Either you can draw from the body, or draw from the leg. It's quite a long wick, so I'll draw from the low. if we see a closure below this white line, then I'll be confident for it to run that sell side. So just keep an eye on that as well. I haven't traded with funds for futures. I've done paper trading. With futures. Very, very choppy though. Very, very choppy. If it's ranging here, and if you're short here, would you want to be in this short right now, where it's going up and down, up and down, up and down? The amount of mental capital that you're getting using up, it's just like, it's a lot. It's too much, I'd say, to be in that trade. You want to be something like, when I looked at over here, a really fast, low resistance liquidity trade. As soon as you enter, you get an immediate result that you're in on the right side of the market, and then it starts running lower. This here, because it's in a range, it's just like, you don't even want to be in that market. So understanding when price is going to be choppy and when price is going to be a low resistance liquidity trade is key as well. That usually comes with news as well. So personally, I thought news, when it ran up high, I thought it's going to just run lower, but it didn't. Potentially why, that's because on the daily time frame, it already took that sell side, took a low, and then bounced on the BISI, on that daily BISI. So it's still ranging. Potentially that's why, but yeah. You just want to know when to be in the market and not be in the market. Let's see if it bounces off this order block or if it doesn't respect it. If it don't respect it, then we could be seeing the sell side coming in now. See, dollar's still trading literally above this, the low of the daily opening gap, so struggling here. If it breaks above and starts respecting it, then we could be trading to the high of that, or even to the next daily opening gap. I think the good thing about this this series, like the live streams, is even if I don't take the trade, I can still like read the market with you guys as well, and speak to you guys, answer questions, ask about you guys. So it's still like good for interaction and stuff like that anyway, even if we don't end up taking a trade on that funded challenge. So it's still good to, and I enjoy live streaming as well and reading price. So, consequent encouragement, mean threshold, sorry. Let's take a look at the dollar, same time. Dollars ran to the consequent encouragement of that daily opening gap and ran buy side now. So if it's really bullish, then it would just want to keep going to the high of this now. It hasn't closed. Oh, it closed above a little bit, so maybe it wants to close or go to the 75% or the high of it now. Yeah, I mean it's all about just putting the time into the market and just keep on reading price. That is the main thing. And I say another thing, a key thing as well, just on higher time frames, like ICT says, don't try and catch the top or the bottom on higher time frames. That is the worst thing to do. Lower time frames is a little bit easier. But yeah, higher time frames is the worst thing to do. So this has acted as a breakaway gap here. So potentially we can see some momentum start kicking in now. When I saw price close literally a little bit above the consequent encouragement there, shows that it wants to keep going higher to the 75%, and it literally, how quick it went to this one here. So it went close above there, then the next candle close above there, so it shows that it wants to get to the 75%, and then also the high of the daily opening gap. You can also do that on higher time frames as well. So say this is like a weekly CIBI or something like that, or BISI. We see price close above that, so then it wants to go to the midpoint, closes above the midpoint, so it wants to go to the high of it. So that's how you can sort of tell. So you can always do that as on a higher time frame. There's this little bit inefficiency down here. See if price wants to head to that. If we draw from the low to the high, find a discount. There's sell side here. So that's just like a low fruit from the tree, lowest fruit from the tree target. Would be just trading for price of premium into a discount. That's sell side there. There's also inefficiency there as well. So that could be just your lowest fruit from the tree target. Remove this sell side now. Institutional order entry drill. Dollar. Want to start trading above higher, broken above, retested, act as support here. I want to make sure this does act as support. Then we'd be going to this bar side here and the daily opening gap here. We should then push euro lower and would run it to that discounted array that I just showed. If dollar acts as support here, if this daily opening gap acts as support. And again, so say, go on the 5 again quickly. This was the discounted array there. So from this price leg here, from run lower, to get the highest odds, you want to make sure that you trade inside a premium here. So anywhere from here was a premium, now it's running to a discount. So even this CIBI here, the odds of it is just a little bit less. So you only want to be making sure you're selling in this premium. So what's downside here for that discount array. So always have that in mind as well. From the leg of the push, draw it to your target. So say this was our target down here, and this is the push. We can trade in there nice. Once price gets down here, this is your target. You shouldn't be entering because the probability of it is just a little bit lower. And that is why you also always need to take partials once it takes us liquidity, because it's going to end up pulling back. Where does it pull back to? Inefficiency here, bearish order block. But yeah, if you didn't take partials here, it could also just reverse on you as well. So yeah, not many people. It is in one of RCT's videos, and obviously probably not many, or probably a few don't watch like all the way through, like the 3 hours, 4 hour streams. He drops them in like right at the end, and yeah, that one always stuck in my mind. So like, if you draw it from the high of the price leg to your target, that's how you can get. And then also, like, let's have a look. I don't know if I can find an example here, but you can see where price does play out from. So say we draw here. This is the price leg, runs, and then it does end up coming back to an equilibrium, and then it comes lower. So you're sort of like predicting it anyway, and it comes back to here, sort of thing. If that makes sense. So it's broken above, retested. I want to see it start trading away from this daily opening gap now. Then I'll be a little bit more confident for it to run up into this daily opening gap. So yeah, definitely keep on the daily opening gaps, weekly opening gaps. But yeah. Let's see who he wants to get down here. Yo, how you doing, man? Hope you're good, hope you're good. Yeah, but I'm sure the 2022 mentorship, it's not an ICT channel, is it, that it's got edited? I'm sure they've got all of the videos. And especially on his 2023 live streams. I remember there was like a 6 hour one. If you watch the 6 hour one, there's a lot of gold nuggets that he drops. It's unbelievable. He talks about how to use the daily for your bias and just everything in there. It's really good. I've watched that a few times. Just because I was struggling with how to get my bias. So I just keep constantly watching that, and then just got more confident in getting my bias. Let's take a look at this wick. See if it respects it or not. A little bit sloppy here, but high, low, low, high, high. Bullish breaker here. I don't really like the look of that though. It just looks just really not neat, not nice. But yeah, high, low, high, high. Just because of this wicks, these long wicks. Then you look on that 15, that just doesn't look as nice. So it's just something to keep in mind. It still could work out. But yeah, just wouldn't want to be in that. It is 2023. It was 2023. It was like I think it was like 5 hours and 50 something minutes or something crazy. I watched the whole thing in one, like when it was live. My brain was fried. And then the next day, just kept watching it again and then taking more notes. Literally, I'd watch it, rewatch it, and just be like just learning something new each time. Yeah, on higher time frame, I'm bearish on euro still, so bullish on dollar. Bullish on dollar. But yeah, definitely. I mean, since last week, it's been really hard, just choppy still. So if you're up in this price action, then definitely just the best thing is just to keep the profit here. It's easy to give away profit from this price action. But I still think that price wants to reach and take out this buy side. So then we'd be looking for shorts on euro. I'll find the exact video, Joy Boy. I'm pretty sure it's in his like playlists, and then it's 2023 mentorship, and it's like a 6-hour one. Because they're all mostly like live streams. There we go. Yeah, so it was 7 months ago, Thursday, June 15th, ICT price action workshop. It was 5 hours and 56 minutes. That's the one is all of them have amazing like gold nuggets, but that one he drops a lot of them. Yeah, he fully streamed for 6 hours, and there's so much like that's not like a game changer for me, but it's just a lot of information he dropped about literally everything. Inversion fair value gaps, breaker blocks, order blocks, literally everything. I got this wick here. Our price is getting respected as resistance here. Let's have a look at dollar. Still trading above, which is nice. Just on the daily opening gap. But yeah, look at this one here as well. So this is yesterday's. If you draw from the close to the open, draw that across. So price, there's sell side here. Price runs up, drops lower, takes out sell side. Let's get the midpoint. To the midpoint here. That candle there is what's take these people who had their stops. Then it runs higher, and then it bounces, breaks lower, retests nicely, fair value gap, pulls lower, breaks below, retests the consequent encouragement, breaks lower, fair value gap, and back to the weekly opening gap. So you can sort of use these as dual liquidity and also confirmation for where price wants to go. So it takes sell side here, runs higher. Where does it want to go? There's buy side there. Where does it go? It goes exactly to the buy side. See it close above here, potentially wants to get back into this. NDOG is new daily opening gap. So on the dollar index, there's like a close, so it closes for like an hour or something, or a few hours. Anyway, once it opens back up, there's like either it gaps up or gaps down, and then that's the gap, and then price comes back to that multiple times, and you can use it as a drawn liquidity as well. How long did it take you to learn ICT? It took me a few years, and I'm still learning as well every single day. I'm still learning, like just more experience every single day. So yeah, once it closes above that, head towards this now. That's why it's also key to take partials, because it could just reverse from here now. Look at the 5-minute time frame. Let's see the close, or the open, sorry, of this candle here. So the open is this here, so it says O. So it opens at 103.425, and this high of that candle is 103.425. So it opens the exact high of that, and it doesn't go above. So that's just a signature that wants to go lower. Where does it want to go to? There's an order block here, volume imbalance here, and a BISI. May want to just step down into this. But let's see if price can, if it closes below, potentially wants to ebb that down, but let's see how it closes. But those are the things you want to look for as well. I don't trade the 22-day model. I trade a teeny bit like it. I do the so this one here. This is the model I trade. So a little bit like it, but I just like the breaker as well. I like, so obviously it runs on buy side, microstructure shift, fair value gap, but I like to make sure that there's a breaker inside the fair value gap. So fair value gap has got to be inside the breaker, and then I like it, and then just run lower for sell side. So that's my model there. So run and buy stops, runs lower, microstructure shift, breaker, make sure that there's a fair value gap inside the breaker, enter for lows down there. So that's what I like to do. Yeah, that's my model. Pretty simple. Then it also has to be correlating with the higher time frame bias, and then also I like to mix it with higher time frame PD arrays as well. So look at the closure of that candle there. Closes on literally the low of the daily opening gap. I use higher time frames for my bias, and also use PG arrays. I draw them across. So I have like two charts. I've got one with higher time frames. This is all higher time frame, and then I have the lower time frame. So I'll mark it up. So if I have, where's euro? This is euro here, and then euro is there. So then sometimes I just draw that across as well if I get that, and paste it. Where's it gone? Oh, let me just draw on anyway. Oh, there it is. So I'll draw that across like that, and then let's get the quadrants as well. Copy, paste. So here, so obviously the high, the quarter level, cause critical judgment, 25%, and the low, I like to make sure that it's like correlating with what I'm looking at. So if there's like if I was looking to go short and there's a SIBI and it matches with like the quarter level, that's like a really nice signature for me to just be more confident for going short. But look, you can see how price is like here, bouncing off this, and then obviously not respecting it there, but yeah, just keep that in mind as well. That's why I just have two charts like that. So even with the dollar, let's have a look. Copy this, paste it. So consequent encouragement here. Look at that, there's sell side here. Price runs lower to the consequent encouragement and takes sell side, then runs higher. So low, high, low, low, high, high. Potentially bullish breaker. Again, I don't really like that wick, but that acts as bullish breaker. Price then does respect this bullish breaker here, then to run higher. And then you could target these, potentially these quadrants here, 25%, and then also the high, wherever it is, the high, the BISI. But yeah, I just matched them in together. That's also really valuable. So match your higher time frame PDRAs with your lower, on the lower time frames, and they react really nicely together. But yeah, just still choppiness. Took a sell side here. Pulled into this bearish order block. Let me just grab that. Yeah. So let's see if it wants to continue going lower. Dollar is now trading below this daily opening gap. I want it to break above now. Where's it trade into? Trade into this bullish order block here. And it's still staying inside this daily opening gap on the 5 minute. So no, I didn't take. I saw this here. I saw this, but as I explained, if you look on the 15, there's news, so it made a low and a high. It's in a range. Price trading in a range. There's buy side and sell side. So the probability is sort of 50-50. I did favour sell side to get taken more, but once you can see buy side and sell side, and it's not one-sided, then it's just going to be more. The probability is going to be less, and there's no point of decreasing your chances. So that's the only reason why. And also as well, dollar still had this sell side here. News didn't run lower to take out this low. If news took that low, I'd be more confident in going long here. So that's the only thing as well. But those are the things in the future will save you from just making silly losses like that. So even though we would have won that trade here, I would be even more angry if I got stopped out, because I knew that price, it wasn't going to be like a nice smooth trade. But yeah, if there's any new people in here, I'm going to grab my Discord link and I'm going to put it in the chat. So you guys feel free to join the Discord. And then I'll let you know when I'm going live next. Takes me a while to always find my Discord. Here it is. Right, Discord in the chat. Feel free to join that, guys, and then I'll let you know. I'll post like higher time frame analysis, and where I think dollar's going to go and euro's going to go. So yeah, feel free to join, guys, if anyone is new. But yeah, definitely been a choppy day. Yesterday was nice. Choppy today. Knowing when price is going to chop around, it's best to just sit still and just read the market, take read, because it is frustrating. You'll get annoyed at yourself why you took the trade and stuff like that. and there'd just in the future there'd just be another trade setup which is a lot nicer. And in the long run, if you only take the nicer trades, then you'll just be in a lot more profit. So taking sales out here, just remove this now, remove this, remove this. So it's taken sell side. This is news. So people had stops here, and people have also got stops here. Is price now does the price want to run and take out this high to take people out who were short here? Potentially. So if we're looking for long, and we're looking to run this buy side, then I want to see a little bit more of a drop lower. So as ICTs like buy maker model, market maker buy model, you want to see like a big drop, and you want to see like a low that gets printed in. So maybe this sell side here wants to run lower, and then market structure shift, and then potentially be confident in for it to run and take out equal highs, 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 something like that. Yeah, full time. So even though there has been sell side been taken, market structure shift, I just feel like there wants to be more of a push lower, in my opinion. But if you guys are looking for that long, I don't want to put you guys off, but in my opinion, I want to see like just a bigger drop. There's a similar to here. So took sell side, then it ran up higher. This is more of a bigger drop here. That's dropping. This people are going to be looking like, oh, the market's going to go short. Then this run here, displacement. That's displacement here. Fair value gap here, order block, enter for it then to run the highs. So that's what I'm anticipating happening. But let's just be careful as well. 5 minutes, price isn't closing below this daily opening gap at the minute. But yeah, 15 minutes left till 11 AM. It is a Friday as well, so. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm next live. Hopefully it'll be Monday. But yeah, just got to play it by ear. Let's see if this gets respected or not. I don't think it will get respected. If this rejects off the consequent encouragement here and falls lower, then potentially we can see the new weekly opening gap getting traded back into, which will then push dollar higher, euro higher. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream though. feel free to like the video or like the stream. Helps me know if you guys do enjoy the stream. Dollar off the CE here. See if it tapped into this. No, it didn't. So we've got this volume imbalance and also that BISI. So you can draw that across here like that. So you can draw it in one. It's one imbalance like that. What is NASDAQ saying? To get sell side, run for that buy side here. Any of you guys trade the futures? Your regular trade hours. Close to the open. So once market opens back up here, trades up to the high of it there. Got more buy side up here as well. But yeah, gonna end the stream soon, guys. Hope you did enjoy it. Give it 5 more minutes. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Best thing to do for the weekend is you can like watch ICT videos and stuff like that, learn more, but also just relax as well. Spend time with family and just come refreshed for the next week ahead. Because you don't want your trading to get drained. Definitely not gold. Gold is very manipulated and it's really hard to trade. NASDAQ and the S&P is really nice. It's just finding a firm or I guess if you fund yourself anyway, then it's fine. You can find brokers on TradingView. But I think it's Top Step and there's probably other prop firms, but definitely a lot harder to trade. The people use US 100, US 500 for the S&P and for NASDAQ, but just the lot sizes are a lot different. But yeah, let's see how if price trades for this here, then the draw liquidity be this weekly opening gap here, which would then push euro higher, taking out this buy side here. And also, because we're in a range, price is taking out sell side. Does it want to seek this buy side where people have sold and got their stops above here? Potentially. But just a higher time frame, I'm still bearish, so. Yeah, bro, see you next week, man. Have a great weekend. But yeah, my draw liquidity for a higher time frame, buy side, inefficiency here on dollar. That is my higher time frame. That's why I've been looking for short on euro. And again, I'm not a financial advisor, so I could be wrong, that's just my opinion and my view of the market. I'll give you a reason as well. Weekly, taps into this BISI here. Look on daily, takes that low, breaks above, taps into this SIBI here, rejects, breaks above, acts as an inversion fair value gap. If this does act as an inversion fair value gap, then we'll be running for that buy side here. On Euro, look on the weekly, price takes out these equal lows here, sell side, then it runs, takes out buy side, fills this inefficiency here, this SIBI, and also on the monthly, consequent encouragement of this wick, this long wick, also this SIBI here, this long wick gets to the consequent encouragement of that, rejects off that. So price has already ran to that, now wants to go lower. Look on the daily, wants to go lower, pulls into this SIBI, doesn't get anywhere to the consequent encouragement or close above it, sorry. Falls lower, it's in this BISI here. I like the fact that yesterday did close below the consequent encouragement. But I'll be more confident once we're trading it below it, and if it starts acting resistance, then I think we're going to full speed head to this sell side down here. But in the meantime, we're still bouncing off this BISI. But yeah, that close there is a little bit of a signal that maybe we're going lower. And that close there, it did. So it ran up high, or once it closed, then it did end up wanting to run that sell side here, where people bought that. It runs up higher, they got the stops there. So people who bought this have been taken out. So if that makes sense. That's why my reasoning is to go short on Euro. But yeah, just been a very, very choppy month. So yeah, look at that. Just all that price action is disgusting. So like I said at the start of the stream, if you guys are profitable for this month, definitely try not to force any trades and just be comfortable with what money you've made. Because there will be months which have been a lot easier. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the stream. Feel free to leave a like, follow the Discord. I'll put my Twitter in there as well. Sometimes I tweet. I should tweet a little bit more. But yeah, here's my Twitter. Feel free to text me or yeah, DM me or anything like that. You got any questions? But yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend. See if dollar wants to get this weekly opening gap. Alright guys, shout out to ICT as well. If you want any questions on what to watch and stuff like that, I would say start with the 2022 mentorship and then go to the 2023. And then if you want to learn every single thing about the market, just watch all of his videos. Alright guys, be safe, take care.